was low-hanging fruit, dude. No credit for that at all. I love these rooms where it's just a bunch of comics who don't give a shit, and this guy's just trying to fuck the bartender. This is great. No one's paying any attention to me, so I'll just work some things out. I'm single. I'm new to Toronto, and I have a hard time meeting women. Mostly because I have resting rape face. I look like on that show Mindhunter, the big doofy serial killer guy. That's me. Ed Kemper. A hero to us all, right? I don't know, man. I'm trying to work on it, though. I'm trying to lose some weight. I started one of those sort of trendy vegan diets. I guess all these fad diets, they have Atkins where you don't eat bread. And they got paleo where you only eat meat. This diet's called the Oreo diet, where all you eat are Oreo cookies. But it's healthy because they are legit vegan. You can Google that. Even if you take 2 double stuffs and mash them together into a quadruple stuff. On my cheat days, I still drink milk, but so far I've gained 17 pounds, so looking up. Losing weight is hard though, man. And don't get me wrong, I know why I'm fat now, but growing up I was a fat kid too, and that's kind of on my parents, right? Like, look, I am originally from Florida, and in the South we have this thing called sweet tea, and I guess they call it that because it sounds better than liquid diabetes, but it does taste just as good. I'm talking like so much sugar in the tea that it's crunchy a little bit. Like, have you ever chewed a fluid before? When I was a kid, one of my mom's favorite snacks to make was called buttery toast. That's 2 butteries. Can you guess the recipe? Yeah, it's white bread and all the butter in the house. In fact, go ask the neighbor if we can borrow another stick of butter. She even buttered the crust. I never had a chance, is what I'm saying. But I can't get mad, you know. It was just a different time. You know, parenting especially was just so different back then. It wasn't good. You know, there were no good parents. These days, you actually have to watch your kids, like, all the time. You know, back home, parents are getting arrested for leaving their kids in the car on a hot day. When I was a kid, I wanted to be left in the car. I'm 6 years old. I can't wait in line at the bank, Mom. And my mom was cool. She's like, all right, but, you know, let's roll these windows up and lock the doors just to be safe. And I would play my Game Boy and struggle to breathe until she came back. That's just how it went down. And these parents today, I guess, a lot of them say that they forgot their kid was in the car. Because somehow that sounds better than, no, he said he was going to be okay. As they're being locked up for life. I remember one time I was waiting in the car, just hot and bored, and so I decided to jerk off. And that's when I started waiting in the car every time. And if you thought just sitting in a hot car is dangerous, try jerking off in one. It's one of the riskiest ways you can do it. There's basically belt around the neck, sitting in a hot car, and then everything else down at the bottom. You can barely spare the fluids, is the thing. Especially since you already jerked off the last 2 stops, and now your thermos full of sweet tea is empty. But you're still tugging away. You're a trooper. You're using your sweat as lube. You're in sort of a delirious fever dream. It's not really like masturbation so much as a lucid, wet dream at that point. Then out of nowhere, some good Samaritan smashes through your car window with a fucking rock, which the sudden noise is like smelling salts to your balls that start pumping out these proud young man loads of ropey cum all over you, the dashboard, this poor Duke Goodnick passerby who's trying to save your life. And as that rush of fresh air hits you, the first thing you see when your eyes start to focus again is your mother looking on in horror as her shopping cart full of groceries drifts across the parking lot and then you have to kill yourself. It's dangerous. That's perfect. I saw a commercial that's on TV. Maybe you guys have seen it. It's a happy white bread family, a mom and her 3 kids. And the kids are sort of brushing their teeth in the bathroom, getting ready for the day. And the little boy is so cute. He's got a little step stool to reach the fucking sink. And the mom's just looking on, all happy and loving. But then the dad comes in. And he's just in his dirty 3-day-old pajamas, just defeated by life. And he sort of gasps when he sees them because he's like, I don't want to fucking deal with you guys this early in the day. And they all sort of gasp at him because here's fucking dumbass dad come to ruin everybody's fun. And the dad's carrying a newspaper, which is like the international dad sign of I'm about to commit a war crime against the toilet. And the dad sort of just goes, nah, fuck it, and brushes past him to get to the shitter. And that's how the commercial ends. It's an IKEA commercial. The tag on it is, the bathroom event is happening now. The bathroom event? Is that what they called it in the police report? This dad's gonna need IKEA to furnish his new single apartment. And yeah, I'll close on that. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, good luck banging that bartender, bro.
And I never once claimed to not be a man who enjoys a nice low hang.